By the time the second day arrived, Muthuri was beginning to understand the true weight of Intomarete's test. His stomach twisted in knots, aching for food. The hunger was unlike anything he had ever felt before. As a hunter, he had gone a day or two without eating, but never like this, never with no hope of a meal. The calabash of water Intomarete had given him was half empty. He had been careful, drinking only when necessary, but the thirst gnawed at his throat. Despite his weakness, the forest around him was alive with food. Juicy wild berries hung from the bushes, ripe mangoes swayed from a tree nearby, and he could hear the rustling of small animals in the undergrowth. His hunter's instincts screamed at him, "Take it! Grab the fruit! Chase the animal!" But the elder's warning echoed in his mind. Do not move. Do not hunt. Do not speak. Muthuri remembers. He clenched his fists. He had always believed strength was about action, about being faster, stronger, and more aggressive than others. But now, for the first time, he realized strength could also mean stillness. By midday, the sun was high in the sky, beating down on him. Sweat dripped down his back, and the heat made his head feel heavy. That was when he saw it. A tortoise. It moved slowly, dragging its shell across the dry earth. A foolish animal, slow and weak, yet it was going exactly where it wanted without struggle. Muthuri's eyes followed it as it passed just inches from his hand. It would be so easy to grab it, one quick motion and he could have food. His fingers twitched. No one would know. Just one bite. He took a deep breath and forced his hands to his sides. The tortoise paused as if sensing his struggle. Then, without a care in the world, it continued on its way, disappearing into the undergrowth. Muthuri exhaled. I will not fail. Then comes the night of shadows. That night the forest felt different. The air was colder, the shadows darker. Muthuri's hunger had dulled into a deep emptiness, and his mind began to wander. What if the elder was wrong? What if the great antelope never came back? What if he died here, alone, forgotten? The trees whispered. Or at least, that's what it sounded like. Then a soft voice drifted through the clearing. Why suffer, Muthuri? His eyes snapped open. Someone was standing before him, a tall, shadowed figure. Their face was hidden, but their voice was smooth and tempting. You are strong. You are fast. Why sit here like a weakling? Muthuri's breath caught in his throat. Who was this? A spirit? A trick of the night? The figure stepped closer, but Muthuri held his ground. The voice turned sharper. Rise. Take what is yours. A true hunter does not wait. Muthuri's hands dug into the dirt. This was the real test, the test of patience, of resisting temptation. The figure lurched forward, but instead of attacking, it dissolved into smoke, disappearing into the night. Muthuri shuddered. He had seen no footprints. Whatever it was not human. His breathing slowed, his heart steadied. I will wait. As the moon hung high above the trees, Muthuri sat still, his hunger, his fear, and his doubts fading into the darkness. Tomorrow would be the third day. Would he last?